I think this length of hair is pretty, like, you know, legit. Yeah, it's me. It's just all fun. What if you went to a therapist and they just, like, wanted to talk about your daddy all the time? You were just like, hey, talk about these things. You know what I mean? No, we're here to talk about your daddy and you. I can't believe there's such thing as, like, family therapy and stuff like that, honestly. It's disgusting. Like, okay, I'll say one thing. It's like, I went to family therapy throughout my whole entire life, and it's like, how about you put a lock on her bedroom fucking door that you got so pissed that she had to have a boundary with you? You know, it was never like that, though. It was like, I want to hear you tell us how much you love her. It's disgusting. It really is. You would think that it was a joke. You're joking, right? I'm not fucking joking. I would never joke about that. Uh, you know, people think that everyone's equal, which we're not all equal. You know what I mean? The minute you wake up, you're gonna decide whether you're gonna be better, average, or less than average. So how the fuck, you know what I mean? It's just like, some people don't brush their teeth. Boom, you're below average. Sorry. Why? Because some people brush their teeth. You know what I mean? And then if you floss, you might be above average. Some people don't floss. It's just, it's just normal common sense shit. So it's like, you know, yeah, you can say good and bad things about everyone, but for some reason, some people are still better than others. Like, so wouldn't you rather be better than others? And now I took my sunglasses off. Life is better. Life just got better for myself. Transfer it. Over Christmas break, I was with, I think they were like, I don't even know, like I have no idea. Like my second aunt, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. But they have this mutt or whatever, and like the dog fucking went to smell her fucking crotch, and she like literally let the dog smell her crotch right in front of me, and I was like, you know, this is an animal. Like, you are treating it like it's a human, okay? And I'm pretty sure the dog doesn't really want to smell your fucking crotch. It's just that it has, like, you know, it picks up on scents. Like, I was just like, oh my god. Could things get, like, any more awkward? Like, come on. I don't think they could. then it gets more awkward. Okay, so I'm staying in their little like apartment that's like attached to their garage, and I was like, you know, like whatever, like I'll try to be courteous, and I like took the sheets off or whatever, and I went and I was like I put them in something, I don't know what I put them in. And like I went and I knocked on their door, and like the guy answered, and I was like, hey, I'm about to leave, like here are the sheets or whatever that was on my bed or whatever. And like he started he literally started acting like he was a soldier that wouldn't let me in, like he was like protecting his home or something, and I was just like I thought that maybe he thought I was being inappropriate, like you can't come in here when Corinne's not here or something like that. I'm just like, I'm literally only like trying to, like, this is what everyone's told me to do if you stay at someone's house, like take the sheets off or whatever, like clean up after yourself. Like I'm guessing you guys are gonna wash the sheets, right? Maybe I should have just left them in the house, you know what I mean? Maybe like that was weird or whatever. And then like a month later, I was like, oh shit, I think I'm gonna be homeless or whatever. Like maybe they'd let me like live there. And so like I reached out to them over Facebook, and I was like, hey, can I like stay with you, and I'll like take you to your doctor's appointments or whatever. And she's like, your dad said no, and it's like your dad has to sleep with you. You need to sleep with your dad. Your dad said that you and him need to sleep together. It's like, yeah, I'm sure that's what he tells everyone. But it's like, he can be so delusional with me that it's like, does he know to tell that to people? You know what I mean? When someone's that fucked up and delusional, but supposedly a millionaire businessman, like, it's like a child molester, you know what I mean? Like, what do they choose? Like, how do they know when something's weird and not to say it to people, you know what I mean? And it's like basically everything that comes out of the person's mouth, I think, puts red flags into people's heads, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I think sometimes child abusers think they're like the smartest person in the room, you know? Like they honestly believe, I think, that they're the smartest person in the room. And what they don't understand is that everyone's had it. Like most people have a daughter, you know what I'm saying? Or have been around women, you know what I mean? Like, most people aren't weird about women, you know what I'm saying? Like, or I would say most people have like normal, like, because like women and girls and stuff like aren't weird, right? Like you would have, it's normal then to have normal ideas about girls and women. Like they're aliens, you know what I'm saying? Like, even say the right? What's like a crazy ass work woman? It's like she's prostituting herself, and it's like, okay, so like, what would your opinion then? Like, how would you, you know, communicate that with others and stuff like that? And it's like, well, it's a choice that she's, you know, making right now, whatever it is. Like, I highly doubt it's because she's so horny. You know what I mean? Women don't go prostitute themselves because they're fucking horny. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. And in all honesty, a lot of women, though, when they get tipsy, flirtatious, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of normal. Men, most normal men don't say, I'm going to slip my finger up her skirt and start fingering her right now. You know what I mean? And like, if you were to see me as a guy, like, I'm super independent. Like, it's weird for a girl to be as independent as what I'm talking about and so strong-minded. And it's like, not to mention, I'm one of the most attractive people that's ever lived on this earth. And it's like, yeah, during this bad period or whatever of his life, he had sex a lot. He had sex with like 20 girls in like a few years. Because he wanted a place to stay and sleep at night. Like, he took advantage of his situation, you know what I mean? Like, I was never a hook or anything like that. But that was just the worst. You know, he's 20 years old, whatever, you know, he's 20. He's also getting arrested a lot, but not one time did he have bad posture, nothing like that. You know what I mean? And he knew some fucked up shit was going on, and he stayed with this one girl that was really ugly or whatever to try to make a point or whatever. I just think it's funny how our culture is like defining girls, like defining me, when it's like, if you were to switch it up to being a man, it's like, god damn, that motherfucker's on top of the fucking world. That motherfucker stays on top of the fucking world. People think that vaginas are weird or something, you know what I mean? Because they're like all like, I don't know, like split open, you know what I mean? They're like, they think vaginas are like, they're mutilated, like women are mutilated, you know what I mean? Because they're all like split open and shit, got these like gangly things out hanging out. It's like, why don't you just go be a fucking woman, you know what I'm saying? Miles, exit 10. That's what I think about the situation. Like, I mean, have you ever seen a guy finger a girl? Like, what does he do? You know what I'm saying? With all that material, do you sew it up? Do you duct tape it shut? Like, with all that material. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, think about it. Like, some guys are really fucking stupid. They really are. They're not sensitive to, like, women and genitals and shit like that, you know what I mean? They're, like, really, really dumb. Like, really, really fucking dumb. Like, they're not gonna be good lovers, you know what I'm saying? Thinking about some of these motherfuckers, like, having to fuck them, it's like, let's stick to fucking when all you have to do is insert something into a fucking hole for 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Oh, God, that feels so good! Ah! That's what I would do if one of these motherfuckers fucked me. I'd be like, ah! Ah! Me too! Ah! Ah! That's literally what I would do too. It's like, Like, I don't give a fuck about you. It's like, ew, you know what I mean? Like, I do not want to connect with any of these people, you know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine how fucking perverted and retarded these people are? And then having to fucking connect with them on such, like, an intimate or personal level. Like, I would literally die. Like, I couldn't do it. I could not do it, you know? That shit gives me the heebie-jeebies, you know what I mean? The creepy crawlers and shit like that. Jeepers creepers. That's probably why, you know, like a jerk won't embarrass you. He might not fuck you great, but he's not gonna embarrass you. He knows he probably ain't that great, but at least he can play it off. And then, like, popular people or jocks and shit like that, they've got some type of confidence, you know what I mean? And then, like, say you're with, like, a nerd or something, like, can you imagine what they would be like? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just certain things creep me out or whatever, and a lot of these people, too, to me, they come across as, like, really rude, right? So it's like, what is that? You know what I mean? Does that mean that you'd, like, beat the pussy up? What does that mean? Or that you'd be like afterwards you'd be like, you ain't shit, bitch. But I think it's really funny because it's like, well, during it, you were having an act, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh God, like, I'm the shit, oh yeah. Can you imagine having sex with someone that's thinking stuff like that in their fucking head, and you can actually see it, you know what I mean? They're like on top of you, and you're like, I know the thoughts that you're having right now. And he's out of God, I'm so awesome. Like, and then they get done, and then they're like, you ain't the shit. Okay. It's like, no, you're the shit. Because you told yourself you're the shit. You're the shit. Or it's like, I made that bitch bust. That bitch busted a nut. And, like, I'm sure that if a guy makes a girl bust a nut, he does feel pretty good about himself. You know what I mean? I can only assume. Honestly. That's all I really had to say about a situation, any situation, guys, whatever it is. I mean, like, what else is there to talk about? Besides fucking child abuse. Exercise, diet. Anything else interesting? I thought about something. I got a wrinkle or whatever, like a fine or deep line right there. And I kept saying to myself, I should have worn sunscreen, I should have worn sunscreen, I should have worn sunscreen. And it's like, oh really? Maybe you should have ate something, you know what I mean? I barely ate for the entire year I was there. I ate like one meal a day. And I thought about it. I said it's probably because I was like nutrient deficient, you know. That's probably why I got the wrinkle. It's probably not the sun. And then you start realizing how many people probably like just eat bullshit, you know. And you wonder why they look so old or have so many wrinkles. That guy just tried killing me. Because I was thinking about something I was thinking about. I'm like literally in my lane with my turn signal on, okay? Faggot. I had this guy the other day, like, literally try to, like, seduce me. Literally tried seducing me, whatever. And it's like, I started, like, picking up on the vibe or whatever. Which is kind of funny, because it's like, I've been to a bunch of strip clubs, like, I've seen, you know, strippers do shit and whatnot, and it's not like, I don't think strippers are trying to make you fucking cum in your pants, okay? I mean, I've seen a lot of strippers. I've been to, like, probably a strip club, like, 10 times, if that. But, you know, enough to kind of get a gauge of what's going on in a strip club.
I don't think they're trying to make everybody come in their pants.
You know what I mean? But this guy literally was like, oh my god. Like on another fucking level of seduction. In fact, I should actually play, doesn't 50 Cent have a song called like Seduction or something like that? And I was just like, oh my fucking god. Like he actually thought that I was gonna have sex with him, like for real. And think about it this way. If that was going on in a strip club, okay? Say that was going on, okay? So it's going on in a strip club. Does that mean every guy in there that feels like they're gonna come in their pants is gonna have sex with you? What type of like delusions of grandeur are that? Or is that? You know what I mean? Like I'm sure every fucking guy has gone to a fucking strip club, and if that was going on in a strip club, every guy's still gonna go probably once. You know what I mean? They're not going to a strip club because they're gonna come in their pants, but they probably might say it's gonna, you know, there's gonna be some girls in there that are gonna make us feel like we're gonna come in our pants. I had to have sex with her. That's like, reminds me of my schizophrenic uncle, you know what I mean? I had to have sex with her. Like, not, just because you feel like you're gonna come in your pants doesn't mean you're gonna fuck nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's just what's going on there. You know what I mean? Like, get a hold of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my god, it feels like I got a boner. I'm gonna come in my pants. I gotta whip it out and stick it in somebody. It's like, that is literally illegal to do. Like, you need to get control of yourself. And it's like, you know, you can't say that having genitals is like a fucking deadly weapon. It might be some sort of a, you know what I'm saying, spork. Your genitals might be a spork, but they're not no fucking rifle. It's not no fucking rifle in your fucking pants. It's a spork. You know what I mean? Get control of yourself. Get control of the situation with your fucking spork. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to try to help you in your fucking spork. It's a spork. If it was a rifle, I might try to help you, but it's not a rifle. Stop pretending like it's a fucking rifle. Rifle range. Rifle Range Road. I lived right next to Rifle Range Road. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, it's a fucking sport. You know what I mean? Obviously, his mom told him it was like an AK-47 or something like that. You know what I mean? I can't help it what your mom told you that it was an AK-47. It's a sport, bitch. Get control of yourself in the situation. Now, if it were a rifle, I might help you get control of yourself in the situation, but it's not. It's not no motherfucking murder weapon, bitch. For a fucking reason. You think God's gonna fucking put something down there that's a fucking murder weapon, bitch, that other people have to get control over for you? No, I fucking don't. It's not that hard to get control of the fucking situation. You know what I'm saying?